My name is Veronica Rodriguez. I am a porn star and adult entertainer, model, and actress.
A quarter of porn production in the U.S. comes from Florida.
Today I came to the XBiz because my website is launching.
We have lots of metrics.
So I have 2 months to find how to distribute my content right.
Nice. Oh, it's great.
So what is your guys' rate? I also need credit methods, billing. My website is supposed to launch the last week of August. I want to advertise the launching of my site, and I need a lot of traffic.
No, you're not grabbing my butt. That's my fat.
There's almost like $30,000 on just shoes here. Over here, I don't know, I lost count how much I spent on Jordans. A lot of them are gifts, so. And I also have a lot of heels here too, and boots. Which one should I wear? Before I got in the industry, I was living in a garage. I couldn't even pay for my bills. This is what I'm wearing this weekend, and those two right there, the pink and purple one. 4 years after, look what I built, look where I'm living. And yeah, this is my makeup artist. This is my favorite part of the house, my little makeup station.
Veronica is one of the top 100 porn stars on this site. She has more than 200,000 Twitter followers. But her popularity has a price.
It feels awesome that people love you, but also what they're loving me for is for pornography. And that brings a big consequence. It's probably the toughest part of my life, facing my family for my job.
Alienated by her family, Veronica decided to concentrate even more on the porn business. Like many models, she's becoming an independent producer.
I want to make my own videos, produce them, direct them, and sell them myself and distribute them, and just keep the whole profit. I shot for many different companies in the industry. I realized that they sell the scene for $50,000. I'm only getting paid $1,500, so I'm not really making all the money of this video, but I'm the one doing it, I'm the one acting. So I said, you know what, I'm tired of getting taken advantage.
Porn has been good to Veronica, but she's an exception.
There will always be outliers. There will always be people who will be really, really successful at the margins. But for the vast majority of people toiling away in the porn industry, you have a very, very short shelf life.
I'm gonna put the video on my website, and then a couple months after, I'm gonna make a DVD.
If we're looking at pornography performers who do have more control over their conditions, it could mean an increase in security, an increase in power, an increase in control over that aspect of their employment.
It's against the law to pay someone for sex. Paying someone to have sex on camera, that's pornography, and that's legal.
It seems like what's going on in most of porn is sex for money. The fact that somebody with a camera makes the difference between prostitution and pornography means that it's really difficult to tell the difference between the two.
These days, porn stars have other ways of making money.
When I started my first year of porn, I probably made I would say like 100,000. Then I started making 150 the second year, then 200 the third year. And then the fourth year, I have my agreement, and I started making 400,000. So this was a great year for me.
Veronica says an agreement is a type of escorting arrangement with one client. Porn has always
I don't really do escorting. I only deal with one person, which means you're exclusive, you have an agreement. More companionship. You can make more money doing companionships than actually in a film.
Veronica's investing the money she's making into her own company. And she's planning to sell a special video that will be exclusively on her website.
I need to set up a scene for this Saturday. The level that I'm in, I do a lot of boy, girl, girl, threesomes. Now, the next level, if you're ready for it and if you want to get paid more, it's more like anal. A lot of companies are offering me thousands and thousands of dollars for me to do my first anal scene for them. But I don't want to do it for any other company, but for my own. I think that will bring a lot of traffic to my site. Veronica Rodriguez. Yeah, maybe we need like a GoPro so that we can put in sync under the water so we can...
If you do an anal, you can do it on top, you can do it underwater.
All right, let me call Diamond and see if she's available to work with us.
Hello.
Hi, Mommy. How are you? I definitely want to do a lot of rose petals floating in the water. Are you available to work this Saturday? What I want to do is an anal scene, girl scene, and I would love for you to work with me. What is your rate?
My rate for that is 1,200.
Okay.
Let's try to stretch it out the scenes and do a little longer than we've been doing it before.
We're definitely going to leave the anal to the end, so we don't get sore and we can perform longer. I still haven't set up call time and the whole shooting formation, but I'll do that tonight and I'll email it to you.
Okay.
All right, for sure,
Yeah.
Mommy. All right, I'll see you
Bye-bye.
soon. Bye. I want to launch my website with minimum 20 scenes. So this scene is definitely going to be one of them.
Starting a business is the American dream for Veronica, who says she grew up poor in Venezuela. She says just a few years ago, she was struggling to pay her bills, working at McDonald's, then Hooters.
That's when a regular client will start coming in and will sit always at my table. And he advised me that he had the hookup and I should be a porn star. I was like, wow, I can't, like my family would kill me. I kind of thought about it for a couple weeks. I told him like I want to be an extra in one of the movies. And I actually saw people having sex in front of me. And I was just in the background, but I didn't get paid like the main, in the film. I wanted money and that's all I was looking for really, like a better pay. And I decided to be the main. I actually remember how much I got paid for my first scene, and that was $1,000. In a porn film, I make what I can make in 2 weeks, just in one day.
My name is Veronica, and I'm 19.
The first scene that I ever shot was for one of the biggest companies here in Miami. And everybody wanted to meet me, all the companies wanted to shoot who was that new girl. I stayed in Miami for 6 months, and I try to shoot for other companies that are based in Miami. There's going to be a time where you can't shoot anymore in Miami because you already shot for everybody, and after that they fly you to LA and Vegas.
On this day, Veronica's filming the special scene that will help launch her website.
I'm very excited about the anal scene today.
Veronica wasn't always her own boss. It's taken her more than 4 years and about 400 scenes to get to where she is today. But there were many gigs she didn't want to do along the way.
There's been many times that I do things that I don't want to do. And sometimes before the shoot, we do not talk it out. They don't explain you if it's a hardcore BJ scene, if it's a deep throw, where they actually hurt your throat in your face. You learn that when you're on set and you're doing it.
Food's ready. Can I serve the food?
They take advantage a lot about the amateur girls that are between 18 to 19
Yeah, we're just late.
that don't know much about what they're getting into. They try to take advantage of you because you're young, because you don't know any better, because you're new in the business.
We have lots of age restrictions when it comes to other types of occupations, and I think we need to think about raising the age to at least 21, where most people would be less vulnerable to exploitation.
I did a film with a guy from Spain. Obviously, it's okay for them to slap a girl in the face. I'm not into these things, you know, I'm Latin, so for me, it insulted me that I got smacked. So I have to like stop the whole production and making it clear that he cannot touch me like that.
It's very curious to think about how there are so few protections for porn workers. They are doing a very hazardous job, and they're doing it under conditions that are pretty terrible. Many porn performers will talk about extremely long hours. They'll talk about shoots that go on way past their point of physical capacity, being sexually harassed, people stealing their wages. These are all things that should bother us and do bother us when we're talking about other types of industries. And for some reason, when it comes to the sex industry, we don't seem to care.
Just weeks before she launches her website, Veronica's already thinking about the next step.
In the future, there will be VeronicaRodriguez.com without Veronica. I'm not going to be a porn star forever. I see myself selling my company, having kids in a big house, and once I turn 30, I'm done with all the looseness and, you know, I'm ready to settle down.
The porn industry is in a constant state of evolution. There will be someone new to step into her shoes, and a new generation of pornographers will rise to sell sex online and beyond.